Oh, good lord. So today we're taking a look at a pretty humongous figure, many more ways than one. I probably could have gone without the shiny look. Some people might dig that. It definitely wet, oiled up look. I think her cheeks act huge, the same kind of finish too. So yeah, another great
Issei君をください。
Akenoさん。
もうすぐIssei君は私を置いて京都に行ってしまうのですね。もう違うの、私の。
Happy 15th anniversary, everyone! The moment every DxD collector has been waiting for has finally arrived. Ever since we saw Miyama-Zero do the initial designs for this Rias and Akeno DxD anniversary pair, they've been at the very top of our wish list. It's rare for a franchise to hit a milestone like this and still receive this level of attention and care. So the original character designer giving us figures this beautiful 15 years after the initial release, we're lucky, honestly. We're just very, very lucky. Miyama-san, if you don't know, is the DxD co-creator and original designer of all the DD characters for the novels that you can pick up in English over on global.bookwalker.jp. Link in the description, and get $5 off any of the volumes when you use my code SOLANI. Highly recommend you check them out if you love DD. The story goes way past the anime, way past the manga. If you haven't read them, the artwork is so, so good. If you couldn't tell. So the most anticipated figures since Fat Company's Akeno, and we know what happened there. Prices quadrupled on that figure. I kick myself every day for not buying a second Akeno Fat Co on release, and I was not making that mistake this time. That's right, we have both the limited edition KADOKAWA special set and the regular edition from Ami Ami and KDcolle. Yeah, I bought two of each. You just wait a few years from now, and I don't think these will even be attainable. And even if they are, I gotta have a backup of figures this good. KDcolle has really proven themselves lately too, and I saw some of their work up close at last year's Good Smile Festival in Akihabara, Tokyo, so I had pretty high expectations. These definitely live up to the hype. Cast off, alternative faceplates, sharp paintwork, overall great finish for a pre-painted figure. The sculpt and prototype was handled by number 23, also known as Titania Han, who's done excellent work in the garage kit scene, and that quality absolutely shows here. So after what feels like a very long wait, let's finally unbox this gorgeous Miyama-Zero anniversary set and take a closer look at everything that comes with it. I know I'm dripped in Rias today, but as the #1 Team Akeno fan channel on YouTube, we're eating good right now. The Himejima queen is slouched down in her boudoir style lounge cushion. Those porcelain legs effortlessly stretched upward could not be any more inviting. The way Miyama-san frames her in a sensual pose that captures her classic teasing elegance is pure genius. I just don't understand how he does it every single time with every art piece he touches, and now number 23 has sculpted her reclining back with with those pale limbs pushing into her full, heavy, impeccably soft chest, sculpted to perfection. It's just one of those poses that grabs your attention and doesn't let go. The silky camisole is barely holding back that famously generous chest, stretching tight over every curve, like it's almost too small to contain her, of course. We'll circle back to Akeno's bursting, decadently full bust beneath that fragile veil of silk, but first, let's linger on something equally recognizable, her iconic ponytail. I love that they made it absurdly long, swirling down around the curvature of that plush Victorian-inspired vanity seat like flowing ink. It moves with intention, sculpted to breathe life into that static PVC. It's definitely a statement. Now look closely, those warm, deliberate highlights in the center of the ponytail, they add such dimension when they catch the light at that precise angle. And just above that, the real charm, her twin ahoge, her very iconic 2 stray tufts of hair, gently arcing upward. Under the right lighting, they're glowing as well. Now, departing from her typical school uniform ribbon, she's sporting a scrunchie reminiscent of Yayoi Kusama's signature aesthetic. That burst of yellow against the overall neutral palette isn't just decorative, it functions like visual punctuation, pulling your focus upward toward those iconic twin ahoge. It's a masterstroke in composition by Miyama-san, to say the least. The delicate flower accent that adorns her hair, adding that touch of femininity, also appears throughout the piece, both on her neck ribbon and on the high heels. The rose definitely complements her overall appearance and flows with Rias' composition as well. Now, Akeno's expression is a harmonious blend of that classic devious elegance and allure. She's not fooling anyone with that gentle smile, capturing her serene demeanor, because the seductive alternative faceplate is right there in the box. The paintwork is exceptional with subtle gradients, and if you look really closely, some bright green highlights in her eyes that enhance her features, kind of brings some depth and realism to her expression. I love Miyama's decision to add her black sleeves as well. It really ties into her heel design. Her sleeves frame her arms in a way that adds contrast against the intricacy of her top and her pale skin tones. But I think what's especially satisfying is how these sleeves visually connect with her high heels, creating a sense of cohesion. It's a smart styling decision. Tying her look together with balanced accents of black kind of grounds the otherwise delicate and airy palette, and it certainly adds to the elegance with her wristbands and her painted nails. Now, one of the most striking small touches on this figure, and my personal favorite by the way, the tout shoulder straps hover just above her skin, drawn upward by the sheer tension of that overflowing bust. They don't just cling to her body, they're suspended, like even the fabric can't resist being pulled into her gravity. It's a detail so subtle, yet it says everything. It's a small but intentional decision that adds dynamic realism and emphasizes the natural weight and shape of her chest. These are the kinds of micro details that elevate a figure from good to exceptional, especially when you're dealing with a character as iconic as Akeno. There's been so many Akeno figures over the years that are great, by the way, but this one is just such a breath of fresh air. And of course, we are not done talking about this. Her magnificent bust with the center fabric cutout, emphasizing every curve, clinging desperately to all the right places, barely containing the intoxicating swell, leaves just enough to the imagination, forcing you to decide between the thin camisole or fully cast off. Unless of course you bought 2 of them, then you don't have to make that extremely rock hard decision. I'm just kidding, one of these is definitely staying sealed, but trust me, that cast off is tempting me to display both. Love the gold accents all around. They tie into the intimate late night set base. The ornate lamp adds an elegant touch that bathes the scene in a warm glow. If you were able to get that Hidoni 327Y yellow me light from Japan, and the treasure chest and the coins, they kind of hint that it could be Rias' castle or the extravagant Hyodo residence after Rias revamps it.
Well, miss, I guess I'll be on my way now. You just give me a...
Now, you all know I'm a massive Rias fan as well, so let's talk about her beautiful bust. I mean figure. Let's talk about this absolutely stunning 1/6.5 scale Rias Gremory from KDcolle. Easily one of the sexiest releases we've seen in years in her own right. First off, that hair. Rias's long crimson waves are sculpted to perfection with these fiery orange tinted highlights that add some warmth. It frames her body in all the right places, wrapping centrally around her hips. The way she's running her fingers through her hair, adding that movement and volume, it just makes the whole figure feel alive, and I love it. The paintwork gives it this deep, voluptuous shine. It's like catching the softest bedroom light from the little lantern at her feet as well. The vibe here isn't subtle at all. It's deliberate, and both girls are dripping with confidence. Rias and Akeno aren't just lounging around. They're striking poses that are meant to tempt and dominate Issei's gaze. I think that's the whole idea of Miyama-Zero's anniversary illustrations. This is fan service turned into art. It's playful, yes, but they are definitely presenting themselves without shame, fully in control, absolutely breathtaking in the process. Now, if only Issei could step up to the plate. Speaking of plates, for Rias's face plates, one is sweet and a little shy, like she's letting you catch a glimpse of her softer side, but swap in the second one, total seductress, the half-lidded eyes, the knowing smile. It's pure confident and sexy Rias trying to get Issei to make a move. And then the outfit, it's barely there, a silky, semi-translucent camisole that clings to her body like it was poured on, tight across the chest, loose at the hem, and just long enough to be completely revealing. Her curves are on full display. The way the outfit rides up in the back gives you an absolutely shameless view of that thick and well sculpted. Let's just say it's not subtle. Miyama-san is the best at designing to make you stare, and let's not ignore the star of the show though, that massive bust. Her chest is just overflowing, stretching the fabric to its absolute limit. The camisole barely contains her. It's like seconds from slipping off. Every inch is sculpted with insane detail. The weight, the roundness, the subtle tension where the straps pull upward. I mean, this has got to hurt her neck, right? It's gotta hurt. I'm so glad there's a full cast off piece rather than fiddling with removing her top too. For the price, we definitely needed to not be dealing with the paint transfer and removing the straps, so I'm just glad they included an extra piece instead. Love all of the additional roses and petals to scatter around her Victorian style vanity seat as well. Definitely the setup of an exciting night at Issei's house. The ornate seat, the soft lantern glow, if you have the second me light, so many rose petals. I love all the extras, KDcolle, good job. The interplay of colors and textures and accessories, it just creates such a cohesive and captivating display, to say the least. When she's paired up with Rias, or even without Rias, one of my favorite Akeno figures, all ties in perfectly to this boudoir harem fantasy, and I like that it's distinctly Miyama-Zero style. The first 3 TNK seasons absolutely have matching figures to Goto style, and I've always been such a huge collector of those in the anime character designer, but a huge fan of Miyama-Zero style as well. They are distinctly different, but both amazing. Not so much of a season 4 collector personally. Often you'll hear people say season 4 is much more like the light novels or Miyama-san style, and I can see it a little bit, but overall I hard disagree. I think that Passionate is distinctly different from Miyama-san style. I love that they made this into a full scene, mashing figures. As far as pre-painted goes, there's really not much more you could ask for here. I'm excited to share some more photos of our 2 great ladies over on @soul_animation, Instagram and Twitter. Plus, we will be unboxing all of the best and rarest high school DD figures of all time on this channel. I promise you, if you are a fan of DD, I have a lot more than just figures coming too. You should definitely subscribe to see what I have in store. Don't forget to grab the light novels, join our Discord, link in the description. Drop those Team Akenos in the comments, and I will see you all soon.